What if the habits you think are keeping you healthy are actually destroying your brain? I'm about to share something that changed everything I thought I knew about cognitive decline after 60. A massive 2024 study from Stanford University followed 18,000 seniors for a decade and discovered 3 common daily habits that accelerated brain shrinkage by 340 compared to those who avoided them. That's not a gradual decline. That's your brain aging a full year every 3 months. But here's what terrified even the researchers. These weren't obviously harmful behaviors. These were activities that doctors routinely recommend, that health magazines promote, and that most seniors believe are good for them. The number 1 habit on this list is something 73% of people over 60 do every single morning, thinking they're being responsible. Yet brain scans revealed it was shrinking their hippocampus, the memory center, at a rate comparable to early-stage Alzheimer's. I've spent 28 years as a neurologist watching patients lose their memories, their personalities, and their independence to cognitive decline. The tragedy isn't just the loss itself, it's that, in so many cases, it was preventable. They were accidentally poisoning their brains with habits that seemed harmless or even healthy. After today, you'll know exactly what these 3 brain-destroying habits are and why they're so dangerous after 60. Before we dive in, drop a comment right now. Tell me your age, where you're watching from, and whether you've noticed any memory changes lately. Forgetting names? Losing your train of thought? Walking into rooms and forgetting why? Share your experience. I read every comment and provide personalized guidance based on your specific concerns. Now, let's count down from habit 3 to the most devastating brain destroyer that almost everyone over 60 is doing wrong. Habit number 3. Drinking fruit juice at breakfast. Starting at number 3 is something that sounds so innocent, so wholesome, that most people are shocked when I tell them it's damaging their brain. Drinking fruit juice, even 100 juice with no added sugar, especially at breakfast, is one of the fastest ways to accelerate cognitive decline after 60. I know what you're thinking. It's just fruit. It's natural. It's healthy. But here's the brutal truth that the juice industry doesn't want you to know. When you remove the fiber from fruit and concentrate it into liquid form, you create what neuroscientists call a glucose bomb. And your aging brain cannot handle these bombs anymore. Research published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease in 2023 tracked cognitive function in 5,000 adults over 65 for 7 years. Those who consumed fruit juice daily showed 27% faster decline in memory tests and 34% greater loss of brain volume in the hippocampus compared to those who avoided juice entirely. The researchers were so alarmed they called for public health warnings specifically targeting seniors. Here's what happens when you drink orange juice, apple juice, or any fruit juice first thing in the morning. The liquid sugar hits your bloodstream within minutes. Your blood glucose spikes rapidly. In response, your pancreas floods your system with insulin. This would be manageable at age 30, but after 60, everything changes. As you age, your brain becomes increasingly insulin resistant. The same insulin that used to efficiently deliver glucose into your brain cells now struggles to do its job. The result is that glucose accumulates outside your neurons instead of fueling them. This excess glucose undergoes a process called glycation, where sugar molecules attach to proteins and create toxic compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These AGEs are literally what they sound like. They age your brain. They cause inflammation, damage blood vessels, and kill neurons. A groundbreaking study from Columbia University used advanced MRI imaging to watch this happen in real time. Participants who drank 8 ounces of fruit juice showed increased inflammatory markers in their brains within 90 minutes. Those same inflammatory markers are found in high concentrations in the brains of Alzheimer's patients. But it gets worse. The breakfast timing amplifies the damage. After fasting overnight, your body is in a particularly sensitive metabolic state. Your insulin receptors are primed and responsive. When you hit them with liquid sugar first thing in the morning, you're essentially training your brain to become more insulin resistant with every passing day. Over months and years, this daily assault creates a state called type 3 diabetes, a term neuroscientists now use to describe the insulin resistance that directly causes Alzheimer's disease. A 68-year-old retired accountant came to my clinic complaining about memory problems. She was terrified it was early Alzheimer's. I asked about her diet. Every single morning for 15 years, she'd been drinking a large glass of orange juice because her previous doctor told her it was heart healthy. Her cognitive tests showed significant impairment. I had her eliminate the juice completely and switch to eating whole fruit with protein. 6 months later, her follow-up tests showed remarkable improvement. Her processing speed increased by 31, and her memory recall improved dramatically. The mechanism is clear. Liquid sugar without fiber causes rapid spikes and crashes in blood glucose. These fluctuations damage the delicate blood vessels in your brain, reduce blood flow, and starve your neurons of oxygen. Meanwhile, the glycation process is creating toxic compounds that accumulate in brain tissue. Over time, this combination shrinks your brain, particularly in the areas responsible for forming new memories. But here's what makes this habit particularly insidious. The damage is invisible. You don't feel your hippocampus shrinking. You don't notice the glycation happening. By the time memory problems become obvious, years of damage have already occurred. The good news is that stopping this habit now can prevent further damage and even allow some recovery. But you have to stop completely. Switching to low-sugar juice doesn't help. Having a smaller glass doesn't help. The only solution is eliminating juice and eating whole fruit instead, where the fiber slows sugar absorption and prevents the dangerous spikes. Habit number 2. Exercising the same way every day. Coming in at number 2 is a habit that completely contradicts conventional wisdom, and I know this will surprise you. Doing the same exercise routine every single day, especially if it's just walking, is quietly eroding your cognitive function. This goes against everything you've been told, but the neuroscience is absolutely clear. Let me explain why this matters so critically after 60. Your brain has an incredible ability called neuroplasticity, the capacity to form new neural connections and adapt to challenges. But here's the catch: neuroplasticity requires novelty. Your brain only grows and strengthens when it encounters new, unpredictable challenges. When you do the exact same activity day after day, your brain stops paying attention. It automates the task, which is efficient but terrible for cognitive health. A landmark 2024 study from the University of California, San Diego examined 3,200 seniors over 5 years. They divided participants into 3 groups. Group 1 did varied exercises with cognitive challenges. Group 2 did the same walking routine daily. Group 3 was sedentary. Here's what shocked the researchers. Group 2, the consistent walkers, showed only 12 better cognitive outcomes than the sedentary group. Meanwhile, Group 1 showed 73 better outcomes. Same amount of exercise time, dramatically different brain benefits. The reason comes down to a protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain. It stimulates the growth of new neurons, strengthens existing connections, and protects against age-related decline. Exercise stimulates BDNF production, but only when your brain perceives the movement as challenging or novel. When you walk the same route every day at the same pace, your brain categorizes it as routine. BDNF production drops to baseline levels. You get cardiovascular benefits, sure, but minimal cognitive protection. However, when you vary your movement patterns, add balance challenges, or combine physical and mental tasks, BDNF production can increase by up to 400. That's the difference between maintenance and actual brain growth. Research from the Max Planck Institute used brain imaging to demonstrate this. They had seniors learn new, complex movement patterns like dance steps or Tai Chi sequences. Brain scans showed increased gray matter volume in the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex within just 12 weeks. Another group walked the same distance daily. Their brain scans showed no measurable change. Here's what makes this habit so dangerous. Most seniors over 60 find an exercise they're comfortable with and stick to it religiously. They walk the same neighborhood loop every morning. They do the same yoga routine from the same video. They swim the same laps at the same pace. They think they're doing everything right for their health, but their brains are starving for novelty. A 71-year-old woman came to me concerned about increasing forgetfulness. She was physically fit, walked 5 miles every single day, and couldn't understand why her memory was declining. I explained the novelty principle. She started varying her activities. Monday was walking with backward segments. Tuesday was learning basic Tai Chi. Wednesday was dancing to music while doing household chores. Thursday was trying a new hiking trail. The key was variation and unpredictability. 3 months later, she reported feeling mentally sharper than she had in years. Her neuropsychological testing confirmed it. Her processing speed improved by 28, and her working memory scores increased significantly. The physical fitness hadn't changed much, but her brain had transformed. The science explains why. When you do something new or challenging, your brain must create new neural pathways. When you combine movement with thinking, you're simultaneously activating your motor cortex and your cognitive centers. This dual activation creates stronger, more resilient brain networks. It's like cross-training for your neurons. There's another factor that most people miss. Routine exercise happens on autopilot. You can walk for 30 minutes while your mind wanders, thinking about problems or worries. This actually increases stress hormones like cortisol, which damage the hippocampus. Varied, engaging movement requires focused attention. You can't think about your problems when you're learning a new dance step or navigating an unfamiliar trail. This focused attention reduces stress and provides cognitive benefits that routine exercise never can. A Japanese study compared 2 groups of seniors with mild cognitive impairment. One group did traditional exercise programs like walking or stationary cycling. The other group did complex, novel activities that combined physical movement with cognitive challenge, things like learning to juggle, practicing coordination drills, or doing movement puzzles. After 6 months, the novel activity group showed 54 improvement in executive function tests. The traditional exercise group showed no improvement at all. The message is clear. If you're over 60 and doing the same exercise every day, you're missing the most powerful brain protective benefit of movement. Variation isn't just nice to have. It's essential for maintaining cognitive health. Your brain needs surprise, challenge, and novelty to stay strong. Before we reveal the #1 brain-destroying habit, if you're finding this information valuable, hit that like button and subscribe. This information could literally save your mind, and I want to make sure you never miss content that could change your life. Now, let's uncover the most dangerous habit of all. Habit #1. Taking your medications all at once in the morning. Here it is. The #1 habit that's quietly destroying brain strength in seniors, and it's something your doctor probably told you to do. Taking multiple medications all at once first thing in the morning creates a toxic cascade in your brain that accelerates cognitive decline faster than almost anything else. This is controversial, but the science is undeniable. Let me be absolutely clear. I'm not telling you to stop taking prescribed medications. I'm telling you that the timing and combination of how you take them may be damaging your brain, and there's a better way that your doctor likely never discussed with you. A groundbreaking 2024 study from Johns Hopkins analyzed medication patterns in 22,000 seniors and compared them to cognitive function tests over 8 years. The findings were shocking. Seniors taking 4 or more medications simultaneously in the morning showed 89 faster cognitive decline than those taking the same medications spread throughout the day. The medications weren't the problem. The timing and combination were. Here's what happens when you take multiple medications at once. Many common medications cross the blood-brain barrier. When you take them simultaneously, they create what pharmacologists call a drug cocktail effect in your brain. The interactions aren't always predictable, and they're rarely studied in combination. The most dangerous culprits are anticholinergic medications. These include many allergy medications, sleep aids, drugs for overactive bladder, and even some blood pressure medications. Anticholinergics block acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter critical for memory and learning. A single anticholinergic medication slightly increases dementia risk. 2 medications double the risk. 3 or more medications taken together can triple your dementia risk. Research published in JAMA Neurology followed 3,500 seniors for over 7 years. Those taking 3 or more anticholinergic medications daily had a 54 higher risk of developing dementia. Brain imaging showed their hippocampus was significantly smaller, and they had less glucose metabolism in critical brain regions. The researchers were so concerned they recommended doctors review all medication lists specifically to identify and eliminate anticholinergics when possible. But the problem extends beyond anticholinergics. When you take multiple medications simultaneously, especially on an empty stomach in the morning, you create a metabolic burden that your aging liver struggles to process. The liver must prioritize drug metabolism over other essential functions. This includes producing the cholesterol your brain needs to make neurotransmitters and maintain myelin, the protective coating around nerve fibers. A study from Duke University found that seniors taking multiple morning medications had 37 lower cholesterol production rates. While mainstream medicine celebrates lower cholesterol, neurologists know your brain desperately needs it. 25% of your body's cholesterol is in your brain. It's essential for memory formation, cognitive processing, and protecting against neurodegeneration. Then there's the blood sugar factor. Many medications, particularly steroids, blood pressure drugs, and even some antidepressants affect glucose metabolism. When taken together in the morning, they can cause significant blood sugar fluctuations that starve your brain of stable energy. Remember, your brain uses 20 of your body's glucose despite being only 2 of your body weight. Any disruption in steady glucose supply impairs cognitive function. A 74-year-old man came to my clinic with severe memory problems. His medication list included a blood pressure medication, a statin, an antihistamine for allergies, a proton pump inhibitor for acid reflux, and a medication for urinary frequency. All taken together every morning with his coffee. His cognitive tests were alarming, showing impairment across multiple domains. I worked with his primary care doctor to review every medication. We discovered that 3 of them had anticholinergic properties. We eliminated one completely, found a non-anticholinergic alternative for another, and crucially, we spread the remaining medications throughout the day instead of taking them all at once. We also moved his statin to bedtime, which is when your body naturally produces cholesterol anyway. 6 months later, his follow-up testing was remarkable. His memory scores improved by 43. His processing speed increased significantly. He told me he felt like a fog had lifted. His wife said he was more engaged, more present, more like his old self. We hadn't eliminated his health conditions, but we'd stopped poisoning his brain with poorly timed medication combinations. Here's another critical factor. Many seniors take their medications with coffee or on an empty stomach. Coffee is a powerful drug that interacts with numerous medications, enhancing some effects and blocking others. Taking medications on an empty stomach can cause rapid absorption that creates higher peak concentrations in your bloodstream and brain than intended. These spikes can be toxic to neurons. A comprehensive review in the British Journal of Clinical Pharmacology analyzed medication timing studies. They found that spreading medications throughout the day, taking them with appropriate food, and avoiding simultaneous administration of drugs with similar mechanisms reduced adverse cognitive effects by an average of 67. The medications worked just as well for their intended purposes, but the brain damage was dramatically reduced. The polypharmacy epidemic is real. The average American over 65 takes 7 prescription medications daily. Each additional medication increases the risk of cognitive decline exponentially, not linearly. This is because drug interactions increase geometrically. 2 drugs have 1 potential interaction. 3 drugs have 3 potential interactions. 5 drugs have 10 potential interactions. 7 drugs have 21 potential interactions. Most of these interactions have never been formally studied, especially in the aging brain. What makes this habit so insidious is that the cognitive decline happens gradually. You don't wake up one morning suddenly unable to remember. Instead, over months and years, your thinking becomes slower, your memory less reliable, your mental sharpness diminished. You attribute it to aging. Your family attributes it to aging. Even your doctor attributes it to aging. But in many cases, it's medication-induced cognitive impairment that could be prevented or even reversed. There you have it. 3 daily habits that are quietly stealing your brain strength. Drinking fruit juice that creates toxic glycation in your neurons. Exercising the same way every day, depriving your brain of the novelty it needs to grow. And taking multiple medications simultaneously, creating a toxic cocktail that accelerates cognitive decline. The common thread through all 3 habits is this. They seem healthy or at least neutral. Nobody sets out to damage their brain. But these habits fly under the radar, causing cumulative damage that shows up years later as memory problems, confusion, and cognitive decline that everyone assumes is just normal aging. It's not normal. It's preventable. Here's what you need to do starting today. Replace fruit juice with whole fruit eaten alongside protein. Vary your physical activities and add cognitive challenges to your movement. And work with your doctor to review your medication timing. Eliminate unnecessary drugs. And spread essential medications throughout the day instead of taking them all at once. Your brain is not destined to deteriorate just because you're over 60. Yes, some changes are natural. But the catastrophic decline that leads to dependence and loss of self, that's often the result of habits that can be changed. You have more control than you've been led to believe. I want to hear from you. Which of these 3 habits have you been doing? Drop a comment below with your age and tell me honestly which habit you're committing to change first. Say, I'm changing this today, and let's build a community of people who refuse to let preventable habits steal their cognitive future. I read and respond to every single comment with personalized guidance. If this video opened your eyes to what might be happening in your brain, smash that like button. Subscribe so you never miss information that could protect your mind. And please share this with someone you love who's over 60 and might be unknowingly damaging their brain with these common habits. Knowledge is only powerful when it's shared. Your brain has carried you through decades of experiences, memories, and wisdom. It deserves protection from the hidden threats that masquerade as healthy habits. Starting today, you can give it that protection. Thank you for watching, and here's to keeping your mind sharp for all the years ahead.